Are we to go for launch?
We are to go for launch.
All right then. Welcome to SFN, your preeminent space defense news and all things tangentially related. We're your hosts, loyal to the foil here at Houston Mission Control. And we've got Alara, Sirius in low Earth orbit on the lakes. And we're here live every Sunday night. Mission Control to Commander Alara.
Roger, mission control.
What up?
Here we are.
Space cadets.
Yeah, we decided we're changing your name to Space Cadets, not cosmonauts. We think it's, I don't know. If you don't like it, you can you let us know in the chat. You know, just
Oh no,
the guy with what?
I'm seeing bad audio.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. Okay, is the problem solved now?
I don't know. Is it any better?
Problem solved, guys. Give me a 5-5 if it's solved. It should. It's going to take a second to catch up, but it should be fine now. So just...
Robinoy says yes. 5x5 fixed. Pissy Chrissy.
Are we fixed,
You done
guys? Give me a
complaining now?
5x5
Are we good?
if we're fixed.
All right.
Yes. Okay, we're good. We're fixed. All right.
Wow.
Well, you
That's
never
our
know,
luck.
right?
You know, you
Yeah.
might catch us vaping and talking shit during a private supposed live stream, prepping for the show. You
Like
might
what-
catch us with some audio
Like what
issues.
happened the other night. You guys missed it. You know, yeah, you weren't here, but we were doing some kind of test in it. It actually went live onto the Conspiracy Couch. So, okay, the link came down for Conspiracy Couch, but we're still doing the show. I just got to put up a new link. For some reason, what we were doing connected to that link, and we had to pull it. But yeah, we totally weren't expecting it. It just went live. It was kind of funny, I guess. I was smart enough to cover my camera though, so.
Yeah, no, not
winning.
me.
Yeah.
I'm just here chilling,
Yeah,
right?
I
That's all right.
wouldn't.
Oh, now we got 2 thumbs down. Look at the early hate. Wow. We ain't even done nothing yet.
Right?
Jeez,
know.
guys.
We haven't even started.
Ah,
It's cool. You gotta love them too.
right?
Yeah.
Live every Sunday night. Well,
Here we are, Foil. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Rob. Hey, Yvonne. Tyler. Elise.
we are so glad you guys are here with us.
Right? Silver Umbrella. Welcome.
Right? So,
yes.
oh, there is no space. We got some flat earthers in the house.
That's right.
What
You
up,
guys
flat
are
earth
welcome. You guys are
folks?
welcome too.
We love
it's-
you all.
Yeah, it's cool.
Conspiracy Couch will be lit. You'll love that.
Right. You'll totally love that show. Yeah, I'm so excited for Conspiracy Couch. Like, real talk. It seems like
gonna
people
be
are
some-
into that idea
Some
too.
Sherlock Holmes type stuff, man. We're hitting all the angles.
Yeah, and I got the chat moved over today, you guys. I can actually see it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I assume we only have one chat this time.
No, it's
That'd
okay,
be
Rob. We love the haters too. You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh, we love the hate, right? You know you're doing stuff right when people's mad. That's
Right.
perfect.
Exactly. Exactly.
good
So,
with it.
yeah, how was your weekend, Foil?
Oh my goodness.
Really?
Man, you know
How
it's-
about the ghost
yeah.
situation? Is that under control?
I have not gotten an update on that yet. It should be this week sometime though. And as soon as maybe that'll be the first thing I upload to my channel that has been under construction for 6 months.
But when do we get to see the footage? Hey, Chris Hawkins
Oh.
already says he has a question. What's your question, Chris?
Right?
Okay, we will, Tyler, talk
Thank
about
you,
the
Laura
TSA,
Lee.
the TTSA push. Hey, Keystone, what's up? Sports Bra, Wise Mama Bear, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yay, so excited to be here. Love Space Force. Love all things spacey and nerdy and geeky. I know
And
you guys too,
forcey.
that's why you're here. We love that. Right?
Right.
All right, so what was
So-
your question, Chris? Are you still there with us? I don't know if he's going to come with that question yet. So, anyway, back to the space situation, the ghost situation.
The situation.
Yeah, the ghost situation,
Right.
the pad. What's up with that?
Well, as soon as I get the video, we'll know. You know,
You got to share.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt.
I got to hear this
I mean-
EVP. The light is a lie. The light is a lie.
Oh, the light, that man, don't even. That was truly triptastic. I was like, I don't even know what's happening here. I gotta leave now. I don't know if I should even stay in the house at that point. I was like, oh my god, it's
Right?
gonna be horrible. Right.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
I was
Right.
construction Pepe all weekend. So
Is
it
it
is
still
what it is. Let's
a
not go
million
into
degrees
it.
out there?
We can't
Oh.
we can't go into
The
it.
heat
but-
situation in wherever
well,
you're
and
at.
that is always it never lets up. Actually, it was like 90 degrees for like a day and a half, and I was
Oh, you
digging
guys
it.
got a break.
Oh, I
right?
was outside just like, yeah, it's only 90. You know what I mean? I was so excited.
Right.
Really, when you're excited for 90, that's whew.
something else.
Yeah.
So we got some good news for you here today, do we not?
Yeah. So
I think we do.
Should we kick that off first? So we have some
have at it
exciting female badassery news, and that is the
badassery indeed.
The promotion of Nina. How do you say her name again? I have a
Armagno.
Armagno. She's the first female officer to promote to 3-star general and transfer into Space Force. So,
Space Force.
Congratulations, Nina. We are so excited for you. Super awesome. Right. I'll show you guys what we're talking about. Click over.
Chicks in space. I can totally dig it.
I know, right?
She looks official too, right? It almost looks like we could, like you. I swear we should make it and put your head right there. Like that would be perfect. Commander Alara. Space Force News.
Yeah, right.
She's doing big things though. She's doing big things.
And look, promotion. Look at the promotion day.
I know, right?
Boom.
I was right. Look at that.
Look at
Ta-da.
that. Right.
Special numbers and all.
So
yeah. General Raymond. General Raymond gave her the hookup at the ceremony there, which was nice. Not only is she an expert in space, which I would hope, but she is also a commander and a leader.
Right.
Looking out for the peeps.
Women are just winning under the Trump administration. I will say that.
Right.
Like I'm seeing so much winning with the females. So
it's all winning.
This is wonderful.
Shout out Texas White Hats.
So yeah, in a significant milestone to the nation's newest armed service, Lieutenant General Nina, I can't say it, you say it, Foil.
Armagno
became the first female officer to promote to 3-star general and transfer into the U.S. Space Force during a ceremony at the Pentagon. What date, guys? August 17th. Yeah.
The 17th.
Right. So she says, we're starting fresh. We're starting a clean sheet. We're going to be agile. We're going to be nimble. We're going to bring the best of everything into the Space Force. So awesome, awesome, awesome.
Well, okay. Now, speaking of crazy spacey news, I got a little bit of a rabbit hole I went down on our favorite evil tech overlord recently, Sir Elon.
Yes.
It's going to be great. Yeah. So you guys, I don't know if you remember, but like a while back, Elon had this big thing where he was like, he told Gavin, he was like, screw California, I'm out, right? He was just going to up and move to Texas and, surprisingly enough, build its largest auto assembly plant right there in Austin, right? And so we did a little bit of digging, and it turns out he's got a 2,100 acre site, which is huge, right? And he's only going to have 5,000 people working there. Now, my thing is this. All right, the biggest auto production plant.
Let me pull up the article so they can see this. Which article is it now? It's
good plan. Tesla to build.
Tesla to build?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there's the article. Okay, go ahead.
Right. So they got this big ass plant, and they only hired 5,000 people to work there. Now the biggest auto production plant is in Germany. It's Volkswagen, Wolfsburg, I think. It's like literally 70 million square feet, but they got 70,000 employees there, right? He's only got 5,000 people working here. So I mean, I at first I was like, okay, so he's gonna have like robots scrubbing toilets and stuff, so he doesn't have as many people there, right? And then I started thinking like a certain well, I mean, what else would they be doing? Yeah. A certain source, right, who shall remain nameless at this point, right, made some interesting observations to me. That recently also, the Army's Future Command, which is a huge big thing, also opened up a new office in Austin, Texas, tied oddly enough to University of Texas, which has a lot of DARPA relation there. These people even showed up last year at South by Southwest, so they're totally in like trying to be this whole new tech forefront. They want to go outside the box, outside of the traditional military industrial stuff. Right, they want to reach the techies and people making space Uber apps and whatnot, and that's great. But not only that, here's the thing: Elon is supposed to be building Cybertrucks at this ginormous production plant, and even when doing like basic comparisons with the stuff that's going on in Wolfsburg with Volkswagen, where most of it is automated, that feels like a lot of extra space in Austin. And turns out, this source said that he had spoken with somebody that was talking to some of the academics from University of Texas, I believe, who were speculating. I imagine by the type of equipment that was being brought in and the arrangement of the plant or whatever, that there was more that was going to be produced at the plant, which is kind of crazy, right? He's supposed to be, speculatively producing some sort of a kinetic generator, right? Now, we're not talking about
are we
typical
talking
stuff. I mean,
are we talking in addition to the trucks, or are we talking
I
trucks
would,
are
yeah,
all
no,
just game?
No. I would assume in addition to the trucks,
Okay.
and I would assume probably on some super secret squirrel stuff. Okay, now allegedly, right? Allegedly, and it's nice because if you think about it, Elon's got a lot of space ties, right? And so these kinetic generators are pretty much, they're powered by, these ones are powered by the motion of gases, right? We're not depending on mechanical energy, which is great, like solely mechanical or electrical or whatever energy. This is going to be derived from the motion of the gases within the generator, which would be perfect for space vehicles, right?
Right.
He's setting up all those Starlink satellites. He's got that huge net up there, which seems kind of crazy to me. And just so happens, Army Futures Command is right there as well. And I don't know if you know this, but what has he got? He's got permission to send 30,000 Starlink satellites up there.
Yeah, it's crazy. The number is just crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so I had seen something a minute ago where with the space debris, which is tracked surrounding the Earth, they put up these Starlink satellites. It's going to create this kind of a net around the Earth, something they were calling the Kessler syndrome, where it would extremely inhibit the ability to launch from the surface of the Earth, unless you had maybe specific coordinates, or you had the hookup to get the people at Starlink to reposition the satellites to allow for a launch. Long story short, Elon is tied up with apparently the U.S. military, and it really looks like they're going to try and control the ability of other nations to launch to and from the surface of the Earth, right? Hence Space Uber. For those of you that were watching last week, we talked about, with the IAA and the capstone, them talking about space ride sharing, space ride
Space
sharing.
Uber, yeah.
Yeah, Space Uber, right? Yeah. We need a Space Uber app. But that'll really limit other countries. Zimbabwe and China and them, they're going to have to ask for permission to get up out of here, which is nice.
Follow that thought process on
okay.
Out there. Okay.
Right. Well, so recently, just to kind of tie this together, SpaceX has recently won billions in Pentagon rocket contracts. Now he's got the satellites up there. We got all these rocket contracts with the space and ULA. They were actually competing.
Sports Bra says, do you think that was done on purpose to make a border wall of sorts?
Yeah, we like walls.
Right?
Walls are always good.
I mean, why do we need one? I mean,
why do we need what space? China. I told you.
It's always China.
I know, right? China. I don't think Russia is our problem at all. But China is trying to race us to space on every front. I told you about the moon goo last time. Where we goo one, we goo all.
Right.
Thanks, Kate. Right. China's really trying to get up there, and so now I mean I think there's something going on and I'm going to follow this story now. I'm giving you a lot of theories and reports from sources. As the stuff continues to break, it will be verified. But it really feels funny to me that he's got this big ass factory, nobody working in it, robots scrubbing toilets, and
we're
he's
watching
all
you,
these...
Elon. Watching you.
We've got our eyes on you, sir.
Maybe we should just go peep it out, Foil. Let's just, why not?
Hey,
I mean,
right?
I haven't been to Austin in a long time. What do you think?
I think Trumplandia. we could rent rooms at Trumplandia. Go down there, scope it out.
We sure
I'm
could.
Down. I'm down.
I'm feeling
right.
You. Let's do it.
Right.
We got to raise some funds though.
Oh man, yeah, right. Definitely. If you guys want to donate to any future missions, scoping out SpaceX factories, possibly running up on Wright-Patterson. Where else did we discuss?
Really. Have you seen the camera I have now? It's dope. Yeah,
We've got the equipment.
Oh, I've got the equipment. Right? It's just a matter of getting in the funds for travel. Kate and I have talked about doing similar stuff, going to bases.
How fun would that be?
I'm down.
Right?
Hey, you know me. I'm in it to win it. I don't even care.
You've got the camera. We can post up in the back of my truck,
That's right.
set it up with the thing.
We can make a little camper truck. We can make a little camper truck, put the tech in there, have like a bed. I don't need much, you know, I'm good. And we can just, and it could be like our little rover. We could put little antennas on it. You know what I mean? It could be, you know,
we'll send in some good looking chicks to divert the guards. We're in like Flynn, yo. We got this.
Yeah.
We got this.
Completely.
We can definitely do that.
We got to fly Keystone in from Europe. We got to get her to America, you know?
Yeah, she's
I could send her in for
soon, huh?
a lot of missions. We could definitely use Keystone on those missions. What do you think, Keystone? Wouldn't
it be amazing?
You're going to be our distraction?
We definitely volunteer for distraction duty.
That's right. Any volunteers for distraction duty, we'll take it.
Right.
Yeah.
Raise your hands.
Yeah. So where were we? We went left.
No worries. I mean, we need to talk about these things. These are important issues, you know. Right. Yeah, I think we should put the Vatican on the list at some point. I mean, that's a little bit of bigger fundraising, but if we just settle for what's around here right now, trip to Trumplandia, I'm down.
Right. Because we've got to inspect this facility, but you know he's going to know we're coming. And he's going to be like, oh, there comes those two. Oh, better hide this.
Right. Well, we weren't really doing anything secret. We told everybody.
We were reporting. We told you we were coming.
We are reporting, sir. We are not spies.
Right.
We are reporting the news.
We are legit Space Force news journalists, and we're just reporting the news. We just want to make sure
press passes,
the type of trucks that you are producing here in this facility.
Yes, we need to verify the toilet scrubbing robots. I want to see that too, personally. I think that's very impressive. Can I get one too? That'd be great.
That's right.
Right.
So what question were we answering when we just completely went left with that conversation?
I was just talking shit about Elon, you know. Right. Oh, he got all these rocket contracts. Oh, yeah, Starlink. Well, they've got a wall. They're building a wall. We're building a space wall.
That's right.
Space wall. We need it. Right?
Yeah. I mean, we do.
I think we...
Seriously. Yeah. We got space fence, too.
Right. I mean, that's literally what we're doing.
We have a lot to go into today, though. You think, we've about covered the Elon thing. We've made it clear what our intentions are.
We are coming for you, sir.
We're coming for you. So should we move on to, so I got to give a shout out to Corey Good on this, okay? So I came up on some articles.
Shout out Corey G.
Right, Corey? Because, Corey's been talking about this for a long time. And those that have followed Corey know this. But that's another issue. I'm not there yet. But first we're going to go into time crystals, which I saw the article because of Corey. And this is intense right here. The time crystals. All right, peeps.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull up the time crystals.
We're not just talking about Klingon time crystals either.
No,
not from the Klingon homeworld. We don't got to break into no temples to get them and give up our future and all this whatnot. No.
Look. Okay.
It's legit, people.
So, first of all, before we can even cover the time crystals, we've got to go into what is a time crystal. All right?
WTF is a time crystal.
Right. So,
who knows? We know.
Last month, a team of physicists from UC Berkeley said they created a blueprint for a new phase of matter called a time crystal. Their paper in Physical Review Letters turned what was once a pretty far-out speculation into a practical recipe for cooking up a time crystal in a laboratory. Indeed, since the preprint paper was published online last year, researchers at the University of Maryland and Harvard University have followed the UC Berkeley recipe and created time crystals of their own using two different mediums, lasers and trapped ions. A time crystal isn't something you can hold in your hands, and it isn't something you can grow in your kitchen with some table salt and a glass of water. Hey, I've never tried to do that.
That'd be awesome.
I want to try to grow some crystals.
You've never grown crystals? Did you never got the candy where you can grow the crystal candy?
I wasn't into crystals until I woke up. Oh my gosh. And now I'm
crystals and sea monkeys and all that stuff is great.
I didn't have a very childish childhood, honestly. I couldn't watch cartoons.
No. We'll fix that.
I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons or anything.
Donate if you want to buy Alara some sea monkeys. She needs it. And the candy crystal stuff too. That'd be great.
Okay, so back to time crystals. For a long time, the time crystal concept existed only on paper as a mathematical oddity. It's only now that the time crystals have been realized in a lab in quantum physical form. Time crystals are an insanely complicated subject and not particularly relevant to 99% of the population, at least for now, which is probably why you haven't heard much about them, despite the magnitude of this scientific breakthrough. Indeed, after spending a few hours discussing the matter with a handful of physicists who are on the front line of the time crystallography. Is that how you say that? I was still only able to grasp the subject at a relatively rudimentary level. That's me right there.
They make it sound super complicated.
Right.
It's really not that bad. It's really not. I mean, in essence, what we've got, regular crystals, it's a repeating structure, like a lattice-like structure that repeats in space, 3D, right? Space crystals are 4D crystals. They repeat
they're
in
time
space
crystals.
and time. Yeah, time crystals, space-time crystals, my bad.
Oh,
Yes.
we're renaming them space-time crystals, huh?
Well, it's actually interchangeable. I know I said that as it's true though.
Okay.
They are literally space-time crystals.
Go with that.
They're 4D crystals.
Yeah.
It was in one of the articles, I promise you. They repeat in space and time, which is actually kind of cool. And they have gotten to the point where they can kind of slow down. They use what would they use? Helium-3? Helium-3.
Yeah.
They drop the temperature so much that it slows down enough that they've been able to actually record these things interacting. Now, Alara,
yes.
That's about the.
Here's the article. Here's the actual article from Science Alert about this. But that other one was just an explanation of kind of what a time crystal is. But it's really
it's a 4D crystal.
It's a 4D crystal. So
we like anything next dimension, man. That's where we're trying to go, right?
This is what I'm thinking, and any theoretical physicists out there can feel free to correct me at any time. But there's been word out there that there's beings in stasis, right? And they're held in there by some kind of time warp or some kind of crystal tech. And I'm thinking this is the breakthrough. This is kind of like the start of being able to, I don't know, find our own way to that kind of tech where you could just freeze someone in time instead of having to freeze their physical body.
Ooh, can we get a time force? We need time. If we have time crystals, right? We
like
need time force.
Hey, like that Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Remember that movie? What was the name of that movie, you guys? The Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, where he was like the time cop.
Time cop.
We need some time cops.
Imagine that. Can you imagine that? That'd be great.
To volunteer to be on the time cop squad?
Man.
Right?
It could be you could Steinlarp yourself into being the first commander of the Time Force.
Right.
I think you should go there.
Right. If you're a time cop, you're going to be in the Time Force. So you're like,
right? Makes sense to me.
I'm a time cop in Time Force.
Could we be Space Time Force News?
We may gonna need that. It might be coming because we got time crystals now. So
Space Time Force News.
Right.
I think that'd be great fun.
Why not?
Right.
Right. So this is.
They were able to get these things to interact, which is pretty cool. I mean, we don't know really. There's a lot of speculation on the potential applicability of these technologies. I'm all about like time stun guns. That'd be great. What else do we need?
I don't know.
Time portals. We need time travel. Maybe this is the first step to them admitting to time travel.
Maybe. I don't know.
That'd be kind of
My mind
awesome.
can go a few different directions with this. So.
Well, get stuck in time.
Becky Lou says Time Force sounds like it would tell me to hurry up.
I'm always late.
Keystone says nice space chair, Foil.
I'm working here. This is how
at least she doesn't have the blanket.
We do at Mission Control.
At least she doesn't have the blanket on the back of it.
They let me have blankets at Mission Control. Thank you. I thought it looked kind of spacey.
I thought that was a Trump chair you were supposed to be getting, but instead it's a space chair.
I know, right? I did.
It's a space-time chair.
On the great America.
Yeah.
We need a America chair. Alara is in space. Yeah, low Earth orbit.
Okay, so are we going into the lava stuff, or where are we going next?
Oh yeah, I definitely think we should talk
lava
about
tubes?
the tubes.
All right, so
do you want to explain what was on Gaia? Who was the guy? We were talking about this the other day.
So on Gaia, I don't remember the name of the show, but at some point when I watched Gaia in the past, there was a show. Well, I don't know. Jamie Munson has talked about it. I don't know if that's how you say his last name, but whatever. The Mexican ufologist guy that's always right. So anyway, there was this place they found in South America when they found these alien bodies in sarcophagus. Does anybody remember this? And there's just it's debatable whether it's credible or not, but they found them, and then another whistleblower came out that had actually been in their tunnels, and they had these tunnels dug out. Well,
they didn't look like they were dug out, right? They said that it looked like they
were bored,
device that kind of solidified the stuff. They used the stuff to melt down and then solidify the tunnel itself instead of removing the dirt, I think was what it was. Okay.
Right. And they looked like they had moved out. The guy said, it was Pete Peterson. I believe. Yes.
That feels right to me.
Yes. Rest in peace.
What was the name of his show?
I don't know, but David used to interview him on Cosmic Disclosure. A couple times he did. But I've seen all of Pete's stuff. I've seen all his interviews on Project Camelot and everything. Like Pete's, yeah. So, so check out Pete Peterson if you guys haven't had a chance. And anyway, he talks about being in these tunnels in South America and these sound a lot like
these tubes on Mars. Now,
the tubes.
They're calling them lava tubes. Right. Elon probably is behind it with the Boring Company. I see that. Jim Morty. that sounds about right. That's why he's trying to get there so fast. Like, oh shit. But so they found they were getting satellite images of these long crystallized tubes. And at some point they were even getting pictures that looked like something was traversing through the tubes. Of course, they weren't quite sure, but these were huge tubes, right?
Right.
Which they're speculating entire cities could fit inside naturally.
Right.
Well, all right. Are we gonna? So, if you guys watch Cosmic Disclosure at all, there's it's been talked about that there's obviously at some point they ran Brilliant Pebbles, which was what to recreate the asteroid belt back into the shape that would have been prior to a potential planetary explosion, which is what they were saying that it was. So if Mars was populated at the time and the people on the planet had to figure something out quickly, it seems like this would be a good place to go, right? Underground?
Right.
Does that make sense? All right.
Absolutely.
Well, except for the ones that came here.
I think whoever lived down there, they left quick, fast, and in a hurry. Actually, a lot of civilizations here left quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm talking about the human ones. So, we don't even really know about the other ones that are rumored to be under the earth. So,
right.
Martians?
Right. Well,
I don't know.
I think so. Maybe. I mean, come on now. If you're on Mars and a planet gets destroyed right next to you, and you guys got to do something quick, seems like that'd be a good place to go.
I'm gonna come to Earth. That's where I'm going.
Right. Except for the people that come to Earth, right? And then what happens? Us.
Right.
I'd stay underground too, right? They ain't trying to deal with that
seriously.
mess. Right. Humans kind of mess stuff up sometimes. A lot of times. Almost all the time, actually. It's kind of crazy. But in any case, so on
Tyler
top of this,
Koala says Brilliant Pebbles was just the name of the project that was exploring the remains of the asteroid belt.
The asteroid belt. But there was some kind of regression program that mapped. It took their place in space now and ran it backwards for however many years, and maybe it was a sub project or something, right? And then they were able to speculate that it was entirely probable that there was a planet there that had gotten hit or exploded or something. Is that not right, Tyler?
I don't know
if you've seen that.
Yeah, she needs your...
Right, I'm just looking for confirmation because I swear that that's what it was. But in any case...
Right.
There are lava tubes on Mars, and it seems kind of odd.
On Mars and the moon, they're saying now.
Yeah. Well, that I don't doubt. We know what's going on up there, right? A little bit Hollow Earth. I'm down with Hollow Earth. Gee, Morty.
Well, and it just so happens, this over here, right? Now, if I start playing...
Tyler says correct. That's what I was trying to get with it.
If I start playing Homeboy here, I'm going to have to click that button, which means we can't talk while I do it, but...
I gotcha.
Are we playing him? Hold on. Why not? We might as well. Just for good measure. Okay, hold on. All right. So while he's playing, don't talk until I unclick it. Here we go.
I gotcha.
In 2018, Elon Musk launched a Tesla Roadster out towards Mars, and it sounds like he wants to retire there. Sending people to the Red Planet would be a momentous feat all on its own. But that's only half the battle. The real challenge is figuring out how humans can survive on a planet that doesn't have breathable air, gets pounded by cosmic radiation, and is millions of miles away.
Apparently he doesn't want to...
Astronauts and scientists are working hard to...
We're going to stop it right there. Hold on, let me take that button off. There we go. Okay, so Just so happens.
That kind of.
Right.
Go ahead.
Just so happens, these missions to Mars this summer, I don't know, it just, you know.
They all launched at the same time.
Right. So why is everybody in a big old hurry to get to Mars?
Well, didn't we have something about the methane emissions up there?
Yeah,
right?
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, methane. Right. You know, now we know all about AOC and the cow fart theory, right? So we're not talking about that.
Right.
Clearly, we're not talking about that. But methane emissions on a planet, they look at as, you know, possible proof of life processes going on up there, and it's coming out from under the surface, you know, which seems to kind of fit with the idea that if you pull up that the article from the very official U.S. Sun,
right,
that people are speculating that there could be aliens living in underground tunnels on Mars formed by lava billions of years ago. You know, it's really not that far out there. And, you know, it's nice that we've got a lot of, you know, respectable and reputable science that's coming forth with theories now, like with Oumuamua, for instance.
Right.
You were talking about that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a spaceship. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And more and more scientists are coming forward and saying that that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a spaceship.
Avi Lowe from Harvard, that guy's top of his field.
Right.
That guy's definitely at the top of his field. They all launched at one time to get up there, like they're racing each other, right?
Right.
I mean, you know, America, I was talking about this last week. America is trying to race China to Mars. You know, we need to bring some freedom to Mars, as far as I'm concerned, right? Freedom doesn't knock, it rings, and as it
Tyler
rings down
says
from
the deep state needs to
atmosphere.
The deep state needs to get to Mars first in the public eye in order to keep the narrative going. Well, it's true.
Well, that makes sense.
It's true, but you know, and let's go into this. How they're putting the Army and the Navy. You know, we've talked before about the SSP disclosure stuff and them seizing all the SSP assets, all the bases that are related to that type of thing. So we might as well just go into this now because it kind of ties in. Is all the transfers to Space Force. So.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that with the capstone last week about how they want to bring kind of everything under one banner, which seems reasonable. I mean, when you're trying to figure out where trillions of dollars in research and, you know, resources and whatever are going, you probably want to have it all in one place.
Yes, Becky Lou, make Mars great again. I completely agree. You know.
Right.
Because
we need T-shirts to say that. Can we make T-shirts to say that? That'd be great.
I'm just wondering when we get to check it out, because it's just not fair that we don't get to see this. I mean, you know, so we keep at it. But yeah, Pentagon nears decision on transferring Army Navy systems into Space Force. Space Force is nearing an agreement with the Army and Navy about which of their technologies and organizations will transfer into the new space service, a top Space Force official said August 20th. It's a critical decision that could make or break how well the Space Force can manage the military's space-based communication, missile warning, surveillance, and more. The service is created as part of the Pentagon-wide push to streamline and better wield space policies and capabilities. So, I mean, those of us that have been, you know, monitoring.
Put that, you know, kind of end the rivalry there. That might help a little bit, you know. But it's speculated that if in the secret space program, you know, the Army and the Navy both have their own stuff.
Well, secret space
allegedly
programs, correct? And each one
programs, right?
Yes. So
yes.
So yeah, I mean, at what point? I mean, even if we get like disclosure, right? At what
Martian
point?
lives matter.
Like, whose disclosure are we gonna get, though? You know what I mean? Like, that's why
whatever they agree upon.
Right, they're gonna have to come to some agreement, and you know, it's kind of a difficult one there.
If we have any upper level insiders out there that want to drop some info bombs, we are happy to hear them. I want to know.
Rob Van Oy says Martian lives matter, multidimensional lives matter. It's true.
Right.
We do. Right. We're multidimensional. Humans are.
We are.
We just, most of them aren't aware of it, but yeah.
Yeah. They might. A lot of them cater to the baser level, which seems kind of crazy to me, but that's why we're going to get off this rock, Alara. That's the goal.
We're going to get off this rock and out of this dimension.
We are next dimension, next level.
That's right. Level up. It's time to level up, everybody. I want to
level up, yo.
This level is no fun anymore. So, I'm over it.
Move nearly. Whoa. Thompson added that the Department of the Air Force has approved the move already of nearly all of the 23 USAF organizations that were tapped into to join the Space Force. That's good. Oh, I saw something recently about how they've already got Space Force operations that are kind of like positioned and operating globally. It's kind of nice. I mean, we talked last week about the orbital supply platforms that they wanted to put up. I mean, that really saves a lot of effort getting out, off the surface and through the atmosphere. You don't have to worry about fuel and stuff. That was
and imagine that a major one is in Thule. Thule.
Oh,
Thule.
Whatever. No doubt.
I say Earth. So,
Earth.
Yeah, I make up my own words. But Antarctica. So clearly.
Right.
I mean, that's really what I wanted. I really don't even care so much about I just want to see what's there.
In Antarctica?
There's got to be some cool stuff.
Oh man. Well,
just
if the car, if the cows keep farting and the ice keeps melting, maybe we'll know.
Right.
Sometime soon.
Well, it is melting. So, I mean, how long are they going to keep up the charade? Because it's melting. So,
there's pieces of it exposing on what Google Earth.
Did you see Google Earth? Did you see that?
Google Earth.
Did you see
we
that?
We should have a ghetto version, just Google Earth.
Right?
Right, that'd be great.
Did you see the alien head, the one that's been gone around like a ton? It's like an alien face in the snow, and you could clearly make it out. It's clearly an 18
No,
face.
I've seen the pyramid. I saw
come on.
The whatever it was, 6 or 7 things protruding out of the snow that look like they're black against the white snow. I don't know. It looks.
Yeah, I've seen those. Have you seen? I saw little gray ETs one time running in the. I swear on Google Earth. Yes.
Why do we not have that video?
I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff on Google Earth. I used to just sit on Google Earth and just look for stuff for whatever. Yeah, I quit doing that. It was a bad habit, but I don't have time for it now. But yeah, I saw some crazy stuff when I used to do that. I've seen the big opening too. There's big, massive.
Yeah.
These big, massive openings too. It's crazy.
Allegedly, melt holes or sinkholes or whatever.
Yep. So Rob Benoit says Navy patents. And what it means to have access to anti-gravity and free energy. He's absolutely right.
It would revolutionize things. Not just here, if they would ever come with it.
It's going to happen. Yeah. Look where we're going. We're going to quantum internet. We're going to 6G. Look, just
time crystals.
We're going to time crystals.
Time crystals.
It's happening. We just got to keep the. We got to keep.
Look how far we've come in such a short period of time. I mean, can you imagine? People were literally riding horses and whatnot, 150 years ago. Now what do we have? All kinds of rockets.
I think our tech, honestly, I'm talking about the Black Project stuff. Our tech is on par with the ETs. I think maybe their tech is, I don't know, maybe multidimensional in nature, and it's sort of like
consciousness-based.
They have consciousness-based crystal tech, but our tech, as far as just. It's probably on par with a lot of them now. It's just the ones that have, I don't know how do you explain this, but the ones that have evolved spiritually, I think they have the more advanced stuff that we can't understand, like the ships.
Yeah, which is interesting because.
But who knows? Maybe we even have that stuff, and we'd never know. I mean, first of all, they'd never tell us. We wouldn't see it. So who was brought up that point the other day? I don't know if it was the last show or what. We're talking about. That people, who said this? I can't remember who it was. That people coming into contact with that level of tech would wake them up. Maybe it was James Gilliland that said that to me. We had a conversation about that, I think, when I was on ESETI last time on his show. But he was saying that there's been reports that these guys would come they'd interact with this level of tech, this light tech, and it would wake them up, and they would flip sides. Yeah.
I don't doubt that at all.
That's interesting.
I mean,
that makes sense.
Okay, even what was the crash? Rendlesham Forest, right? Isn't that the one where the guy touched the ship?
He touched the ship.
It was down. Yeah, it touched the ship and it interacted with his brain.
Right.
I don't know that that's necessarily the light tech. That might be.
Hey, do you remember the drones that Linda Moulton Howe used to talk about? I don't remember where, but she used to talk about them. There were these drones that were spotted in Palo Alto, and this is why it's interesting, Palo Alto, because Palo Alto is where a lot of this stuff is designed, this advanced tech that's hidden from us. Palo Alto is like a hub for that stuff, okay? So these drones were spotted. They were super crazy looking. They look like these metal,
Oh,
round?
the dragonfly drones.
Yes, the
Yes.
dragonfly
Oh
drones.
my God,
Has
those
anybody
things are
seen
so
the dragonfly
creepy.
drones? Those things are
Man,
freaky.
they
and
had
they just went away.
self-activating tech.
That's I know.
They
That's
had
what I'm saying.
self-activating tech
Yes.
based off of some kind
Out
of
of
alien
Palo
script.
Alto, California, of all
That's
places.
crazy.
Come on.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So
That's
did
something
the
creepy,
AI
man.
launch those or what? Like, what's up?
Man, I don't know, but I'll tell you something crazy. I have an Alienware computer, right? And they have these like this little symbols on there.
Yeah.
And it's something just clicked to me the one time I was watching Linda Moulton Howe talking about the dragonfly drones. The script that they put, now granted, I don't think it's self-activating at this point, or at least they're not going to give it to us, but the script that they use on the damn Alienware computers is the same thing that they have gotten off of these dragonfly drones. And it's crazy. You can see like the one
Hold on.
Man, listen,
What?
I'm telling you, the script, like they have it, okay, listen, on my keyboard, right, I should grab it and show you. It's a laptop, but on my keyboard, there are just some of the letters have these symbols, right? And on the outside of the box and on the case of the computer and shit. So I'm looking at that and I'm watching, you know, I was using it at the time and I'm looking at the pictures of the dragonfly drones and I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is the same thing. I told my dude, like, come look at this. I'm like, man, they got the same script on the Alienware computer that they had on the self-activating dragonfly shit. Sorry, I can't even get it out of my mouth. I was tripping. That just clicked in my head. What?
Okay, what is Rob Van Oy talking about? The Adventures of Danny Dunn, kids' books from the late 70s. He had a dragonfly spy drone.
I don't know, but definitely sounds like something we should look at. Adventures of Danny Dunn. What is that?
I don't know. I think that was a little ahead or behind my time there. And Davis Dog says Rand Corp. I'm trying to follow the comments here.
Oh, we have a bird friend that had some interesting Rand Corp info.
Oh, yes, we do.
Oddly enough, tying into tunnels.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah. So we're going to find out this tunnel thing is deep. Look, on
Man,
this
very
planet and others and our, you know, spaceship moon satellite thing, whatever it is that's sitting up there, that's sometimes there and sometimes not. So who knows? But
Tyler said insect drones are more common than you realize. They've got really tiny ones, like little
the
mosquito-looking metal ones. They get, man.
Look, I had one fly. Look, I had one buzz me in Hawaii, friend. I'm not joking. I had one come up to my ear. Okay, I don't know what it did, but I had an earache for about a week after that. I had something come up and buzz my ear, and I was like, "Whoa, what was that?" Like it was not normal. It's not a normal bug.
They can put something in the proboscis of the fake insect drone thing that they could inject or take samples or anything.
Right. I don't know what they did.
Like
yeah.
Man, that's creepy,
but
right?
I had one of those things come after me in Hawaii. Yep. That was crazy. And that sounds crazy to most people, but when you really realize we can do this stuff, it's not a challenge. It's really not a big deal.
Our underground city's real. Oh, no, I don't doubt that at all.
Inez, is that how you say your name? Mm-hmm. Inez? Welcome, Inez. Our underground city's real.
City's real.
There has been a lot of whistleblower testimony that they are. Going back all the way back to Admiral Byrd and Agartha. And
oh, my God. Well, even, look, out towards L.A. Matter of fact, back to the Bird discussion,
Los Angeles Times talk about the reptilians underground.
Thank you. In what, the 30s?
That's right.
Yeah.
It was in the mainstream newspaper.
Even earlier than that, I think.
Yeah.
There were mentions of it. They were going in there to hunt them down.
Yeah.
The people were pissed, you know, with the pitchforks
because it was in the mainstream
they wanted to march underground or whatever.
That there's reptiles that live underground in Los Angeles.
God, if only the New York Times would tell the truth once in a while these days. That'd be great. We'd get some real news.
Yeah.
But yeah, underground city, we have deep underground military bases that are huge. You know, they recently, matter of fact, last year, something came out, right? They were training a large portion of our armed forces for underground fighting and for fighting in subarctic temperatures.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
DARPA came out and said, what did they say? I'm trying to remember.
And then they hijacked all of the night vision goggle stuff. Remember? They couldn't even buy the new generation night vision stuff. There was a period there where nobody could get it because the military took it eminent domain over all the night vision tech.
And I've heard words too that these strange sounds we were hearing. So over a period of about 10 years. So again, Secure Team 10, rest in peace. But Secure Team used to cover this all the time. And there was these crazy sounds that started to sound biblical and nuts.
The mystery
all over the
booms
planet.
Or the mystery hums.
Mystery booms and hums and loud noises. So there's speculation I've heard from, different sources that some of these noises were coming from the dumbs. That
Oh,
they were
yeah,
like,
underground.
they were
Let me tell you something. I got a friend
trying to
Look
scare
here
us.
now, look here.
I don't
Right.
know because they won't tell me. But
I have a friend that is a captain in the LNA, which in Libya, right? In Libya, that is a captain in the army there. They're fighting. They're in a civil war, and somehow I don't even know how we got to talking. But he had posted a video last year. They thought they were about to be attacked. They didn't know he was on there posting the video, like trying to find out if somebody had some kind of tech, because these sounds he could hear coming from the side of the coming from Ocean Way, like and people were terrified, and he didn't know if an army was moving, if because it's the LNA is fighting UN-backed forces, and the dude from Turkey tried to bring his people in. But anyway, he had a video of that sound, and they thought they were going to be attacked. And we determined that it was.
G. Morty says rumors of gators in NYC sewers. Yeah, I've heard that. And then Elise says people in certain areas say never to go too far into the cave. Also, they hear weird noises and voices when they go far enough into that cave. I've heard the same thing.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
That there are actually entrances to some of these, reptilian bases underground. If you go down the wrong one, you don't know what you're doing. You're gonna have a problem.
Man, who did the show where they were investigating the tunnels under Las Vegas, and there were people living down there, like whole networks of people living down there.
In Las Vegas?
Yes,
I haven't
dude,
heard about these.
Listen, yes. There, well, and I don't know.
There's tunnels all over this planet, truthfully, under the ocean.
Yeah, no doubt.
The whole planet. There's tunnels.
I kind of rock with Hollow Earth. Like, I'm kind of on that. But
it's not. It's not totally hollow.
I get that. But there's shit in there, and there's stuff underground and wide spaces that have been, I believe, that are occupied.
Well, I mean, just think about it. We get a cataclysm every so often on this planet that wipes out everybody. So if you wanted to stick around here, you might want to go underground.
5 extinction level events.
Right. So it's only logical that if you wanted, if your civilization was going to survive, that you would go underground, because it would be stupid to stay up here. Like the Martians.
I'd go right into the lava tubes.
That's probably where the Martians live. They probably don't live on the surface. If their atmosphere got wiped out, they probably, if they remained there at all and didn't all go to Earth, they probably went underground. I mean, it's only logical.
Yeah, they probably have some sort of an atmospheric production stuff that fixes it so they can, if they, depending on, I assume they might breathe air. Who knows? Maybe they breathe Freon. I don't know. But whatever, yeah.
Tyler says not hollow, honeycomb Earth, and it's true. From all the people that have been in it, they all report the same thing, that it's honeycombed. I haven't been in there. I'd like to go. Okay. Again, I would love to go, but I haven't had that opportunity yet.
Well, you said Admiral Byrd. I mean, he had that. Now, we didn't agree. Did they finally agree that was an official thing after he died, that was published posthumously?
The man was reputable.
Talking about how he.
The man was totally reputable, and
not to mention, how do you send a whole bunch of troops down there and then I mean, something obviously happened.
I think
they
got their asses handed to them by a bunch of UFOs, by a bunch of Nazi
UFOs.
A
bunch of people down there, right? Yeah, right. Space Nazis. That's crazy, man. Right. Problems in space already. They're up there. I believe it. Probably still.
Of course. There's a lot of evidence to support it. Of course, they were the first ones with the tech. The tech came from somewhere,
No doubt.
And I've just heard it too. I've heard too many stories that connect from too many different people. So
it's just sad. Like, all the things we're hearing now. I mean, this is like old hat. Like, if we just had a glimmer.
Keystone says it's actually a different dimensional plane too inside of the Earth. I believe that too. And that would tie in with the Bible, if you really want to go there. Or should we refocus on the news? Because we could go completely down this
left
track.
of center here. Yeah, we're all right with that.
We already are going left of center.
Well, I mean,
I don't think we know how to do anything else, though.
No. I prefer to stay a little right of center.
We love talking to you guys and having a conversation about this stuff, but it's probably more appropriate for Conspiracy Couch, this conversation.
Well, shout out to Conspiracy Couch. What are we doing, DARPA?
This week? Opening show?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we got to discuss that more. Maybe
thoughts, guys? You want to throw some ideas out there? We're listening.
Hey, DARPA,
listen, mind control tech.
Hey,
the subnets, N3.
The sun. We could go down that rabbit hole too.
Yeah,
there's
we could.
A lot there.
The electron diffusion portals. Yeah. That's scientific fact. Like, that's for real. That's not some theory. I mean, look at this. We got sun portals. We got time crystals.
Right.
Right. We're getting to the point of awesome here, I think.
Right.
Laughing. The Nazis hide on the dark side of the moon with the moon goo. Yeah,
Right.
Pissy Chrissy, that's right. With
Yeah.
the moon goo and the Chinese.
Yeah.
That's what's going on up there.
Right.
Wouldn't that be the worst? China and the space Nazis. Then what?
Right.
Man.
What if they make an arrangement? Then we're
Right.
really in trouble.
Nah, then it's Russia and the U.S. Like, okay, guys, bring it.
Right.
I'm down for it.
Space Wars.
Space Force? Time Force.
Time Force. Time Space Force.
Space Time
I'm
Force.
a police officer that works for the Time Space Force. I don't know.
Right,
It doesn't
we need
really
badges, dude.
work. Right.
Time Cop. Time Cop works. That's cool.
Yeah, but you're a time cop for the Time Space
For the Time
Force.
Force? Who's
Time
Force?
Space Force or the Space Time
Space
Force?
Time Force?
Something like that.
Some kind of,
Yeah.
right? Somebody's force. It'll work.
Yvonda says there are tunnels under Wright State University that connects to WPAFB and downtown Dayton, and it goes along I-75.
I don't doubt that. Ohio's a weird place.
Keystone would
I
like you to
know.
explain the moon goo.
The moon goo. Oh, this people really are interested in the moon goo, man. So
It's
China
fascinating.
sent up. It's really trippy. China sent up rovers, right, that were collecting samples on the dark side of the moon, and they literally collected some kind of a goo substance. And obviously, we don't have all the information because China is holding that one close to the chest. But they did. As a matter of fact, I posted it on my Twitter feed just this week. I reposted it. Pictures of the goo, which was apparently some kind of like it wasn't the sentient black goo. At least we don't think it was the sentient black goo. They said it was kind of a shimmery rainbow goo. Rainbow goo. That's kind of cool though.
Right.
I can dig it. But yeah, we don't know what it is or what it does. We just know that it was gooey and it was up there. And where we goo one, we goo all.
Who came up with that?
Kate.
That was Kate?
Last week. I caught it in the chat when I glanced over. I thought it was great.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I've
don't.
been
I was
saying it
saying I
all
don't
week.
even see Kate. How did Kate just come up
No,
with that?
that was last week. I've been saying it all week. I was stuck on it. I thought
Okay,
it was
peeps, we're
hysterical.
trying to break into the space weather situation. So for
Oh,
today,
space weather.
we're just gonna cover. We
Bring
don't have Keystone yet as our weather girl. We'll get there though.
But we will.
Right.
Oh, look, there's Kate. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Nice of you to join us. Well, we
She's-
were just
she
talking
came
about
just
where
in
we
goo
goo one, we
time.
goo
She
all.
came- yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All in goo time.
We were
All
just
in goo
talking
time.
about you. Yeah. So were your ears ringing? Okay, so here's the Schumann
Right.
resonance today. So
Can
we'll
we
cover
see
that.
the goo?
Here's the
I'm going to
Schumann.
send her a picture of the goo. Okay, go
So,
ahead. You talk about Schumann.
I
I'm
find
gonna
this
pull up the goo.
interesting that look on the Schumann we have like a strange. Now this doesn't happen very much. This anomaly here, we have like a strange. It's a strange pattern, you know, in the white stuff. It's odd. It doesn't do that very often.
We got a spike in the energy there.
Right. Well, we have a spike over here to the right, but this thing here is like. It's got a shape, a pattern. It's got I don't know. It's just different. It's strange. And then we have some of that. You know when it does that deal, the fuzzy thing across here. I don't quite know how to explain that, but that doesn't happen all that often either. So we got some weirdness going on with the Schumann today, for sure. And that
like
wasn't a very official report.
Yeah,
but
like
I'm working on it.
we got some weirdness going on. We don't know what it means,
Right.
but we'll know by next week.
Yeah, put your coffee down because today might not be the day to drink 3 cups. I'm just saying. So yeah, so that was just Schumann today. So if you felt kind of funny, inside, that would be why. So the thing with the Schumann, just for anybody that's kind of doesn't follow it, if and anybody, go ahead and correct me if I'm incorrect about this, or if you know more than I, please let me know. But I first started paying attention to it when I was a heavy meditator, and I started noticing I could feel. I was very sensitive to my own feelings, how my body felt, and how. So at that point I was, and I could literally feel myself get really blissed out for no reason, like just almost a high. And I inevitably every time I would go look at the Schumann, and the Schumann was spiking. And I started to put it together and figure out that when the Schumann was doing these whiteouts, and it was getting one of these really high spikes, that
You're feeling some kind of way.
It was making me feel blissed out and loving, but I was also
feel
more in
some kind of
alignment at that
way.
point, right? So now they say it has an opposite effect on people that are are not moving along in this
Makes them a little nuttier.
evolutionary process, right? It has the opposite effect on them. It makes them feel crazy and angry, and maybe it might have some effect on the craziness we're seeing on planet Earth. On planet Earth right now.
Earth.
Yeah. So yeah, and yeah.
You want to do the space solar weather real quick? I sent you, if you pull up your DMs, I also sent you Moon Goose since they were asking, they wanted to see the Moon Goose.
I feel like we shouldn't even do it until we can have, Okay, so what did you send me?
Moon Goo.
Moon Goo. For Kate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the people were asking. I got like 6 things that
okay.
they want to see the.
Let me get the Moon Goo, guys.
All right.
You can conversate with them while I get the Moon
space
Goo.
weather.
How about that?
Right. In other space weather this week.
Right.
This past Thursday, we did have a minor coronal mass ejection.
Yes, we did. Would you like to tell them about that while I pull up the space weather, friend? Thank you.
One of the little magnetic loopy things, that's the super scientific wording, by the way. The little magnetic loopy thing snapped back and it released a bunch of sun ejaculate, is what happened there. The sun ejaculated out into space. And it wasn't bad. I'm sorry.
You didn't just do that. You did. Wow,
I did.
That was lit. Okay.
You never know what's gonna happen with me. Yeah, and it wasn't really bad enough to affect our tech. I thought for sure we were gonna hear some craziness about it, but I'm positive that probably on November 3rd. Yeah, I'm just guessing here. Now I'm shooting from the hip, but probably on November 3rd there will be a mass coronal sun ejaculation that will affect our satellite voting stuff. I'm certain of it, and that is the official terminology. Okay, I'm done.
Wow.
By all means.
Did you guys? Wow. I mean, she vapes from Mission Control. She curses.
I drink Diet Coke.
She drinks.
I can't
she
help
pounds
it.
Diet Coke like she's in Hollywood.
I do.
And
I'm Trump Landy-ish.
And she just gave you a description of a CME that I have never in my life heard before. But we'll go with it. So at least it's okay.
The sports bra says it's real life. They all do it.
So we'll cover the Moon Goo since it's backed by popular demand. We have Moon Goo. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna pull it up, friend. If you would like to discuss the Moon Goo with our space cadets out there.
All right. Well, yeah. So we got some kind of a picture, and it does in the picture, oddly enough, look like possibly the sentient black goo.
It looks like
black
goo.
But remember, this is from the rover that probably, you would think they would send up rovers that could take like pictures in color, right? Or maybe it's just because it's dark over there. It is the dark side of the moon. But if you look at the other article,
I'd be willing to bet that they have lights on the dark side of the moon. I mean,
oh yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
just putting it out there.
I mean, you can see, yeah, right.
They could light up the Moon Goo if they wanted to light it up to get a picture. I'm sure they could. So
right. Well, if you look, the other article says that they described it as a colorful Moon Goo.
Colorful means. What does that mean?
I don't even want to take a guess. I don't know.
And I just wanted to tell you guys this while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so you guys had brought up...
I can't say what I'm thinking, so...
You guys had brought up last week that the fact that they said that the technology is not from the Earth. And I saw the chat, and you guys brought up that it could have been built off planet by us. And that is a very important and good point. That is very likely. It either means it's ET technology, or it was built off planet, which I think a lot of this secret stuff is built off planet, underground and off planet. So that actually makes a lot of sense. Anyway, I just wanted to give you props because I think you guys totally, you made me think of something that I didn't even think of at the time.
Yeah, well, when they say that we found something crashed that was built off world, I mean, that doesn't necessarily exclude who built it, just that it wasn't built on Earth.
So the Moon Goo.
The Moon Goo. Yeah, okay, so it's described as shiny. So maybe,
gel-like. Come on, it's gel-like. Yeah, but what color
shiny,
of gel?
Gel-like
are we talking?
Goo. We're way off kilter here, man. Sun ejaculate and Moon Goo. This is all bad, guys. I'm just saying.
Are we talking about if it's gel-like? I mean, what glittering nature
Here's
of the
thing.
material? The glittering nature of the material.
Yeah, right. Likely a glass created by an impact.
We got more pictures.
When does that happen?
I don't know. We got more pictures than
they look like enhanced versions of the same picture, though. But the one that makes it look green is kind of nifty.
Whoa. That's like looking
Right.
like slime right there. That's enhanced, right?
Right.
That's a lie. Is
Yeah.
it?
No. Yeah, that's
And all
the
it's
original
different
version
in
is
every
that.
picture.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I've seen, speculation that, and our pink pig friend, shout out if you're out there, said that the sentient black goo is a nanotech.
Right? I mean, yeah, that's
Flat out.
totally.
It's a nanotech.
Yeah.
And some scary stuff for sure. Have you seen the videos of it, like in the two tubes, and it's trying to get to each other, like that this
Yes.
dude had? Like,
It's so scary.
okay, I'm not saying that's official, but it was official.
I watched it. I didn't know
I
what
was
to
terrified.
think. I didn't know if
I
the
was
guy
like,
was
oh my
legit
God.
or what, but
Like,
I've done
we
a
got enough
lot of
problems.
research on black goo, though, like a lot of research, and it's a thing. So-
and I feel bad. Somebody said they're skipping evening prayer to be here. I'm all the way off center today. I'm so sorry for that, Odessa.
Odessa.
You came to the wrong one, but we love you and we're glad you're here.
I can't control her, guys. She does what she wants. This is loyal to the foil. She just
Do what I want.
Yeah, it's what happens when you're that smart. You do what you want. On foil.
Thank you.
It's true.
I'm irascible.
I don't
and
know
uncontrollable.
anybody that is intellectually like on par with you. I'm just saying, like, you're a good person. You're extremely intelligent. You're a good researcher. Like, I can't say enough good things about you. You're just a
I
good.
feel so much love now, guys.
You're a good human being, and I respect and admire you a lot.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I love you too.
That's why I like doing
It's
Space Force
wonderful.
News with you, even though I can't control you. And
Space Time Force News.
Space Time Force News. Yeah.
Space Time. Right.
So we really try to keep it, as you can see, we really try to keep it totally focused and.
We were trying. Conspiracy Couch is all in though. Right.
Yeah, it's all
Right.
in. We can talk about whatever on that show. That's what it's going to all be about. I want to hear everybody else's stories of stuff they've seen and heard. And
Right. We're going to have.
theories they have. Yeah.
Right now, we're going to have FaceTime call in or whatever, right?
We got to get
But
to the
we're gonna
bottom
end
of
up
the truth.
having.
We got to find the truth here. And we'll
It's
find
out
it.
there. The
That's
truth
right.
is out there.
It is.
If anybody's going to find it, it's going to be us.
It's going to be us. Correct.
Especially when we run up on the Vatican like, hey,
Right.
coming in, right?
There's
Get
other,
on the ground. You know what
there's-
this is?
There's other ways to find out what's in the Vatican.
It'll be great.
Just saying.
I want to go into the library. My nerdy ass.
yeah.
That's all I want. Just let me into the Vatican Library. I'll settle for that.
Right.
Like, I don't know what you guys got in the vault down there, but just leave me here with the scrolls and the books. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that track too. I would love to just be, and the Vatican Library. That's where it's at. That's where it's all at. All
Man,
the
you know they
answers.
have the Vatican has the truth. Although they've
course
turned
they
a
do.
lot of it into right. They got the truth in them vaults.
Tyler
convinced of
says that I have not been keeping this totally focused. This is true. Hi, Nathan. It's so good to see you. Where have you been? Awesome. And Sports Bra says, don't drink in YouTube.
I don't drink at all.
And
That's
Yvonne
the crazy
says,
part.
I'm going NG, something with you to the Vatican. She's going with me to the Vatican. Well, that's
we
well,
need
the
truth.
sign-up sheet will be
That's
in the
great.
description below.
Right. We are accepting volunteers.
Right.
There will be some training time first, though. We got to train.
Yeah.
Right.
So, what else did we need to cover, you guys? Let me see here.
Man. Oh, well, no, we did that. No, I think we pretty much hit all the the things we had agreed to talk about. That's
Did we?
funny.
And we even hit the
I think
Schumann
so.
in on my very non-technical description of it. That's the only way I have of describing it. And I've really done a lot of research on the Schumann. Like,
They're
a
Earth
lot.
vibes, man.
Okay, so I promised Tyler. So we have to go into this. I don't even have the
Okay.
article pulled up now. I'll have to look
What are we
for it.
talking about?
So would you talk to our peeps while I got to find this article about.
Tell me what we're at least looking for.
I'm looking for
I'll
the
help you out.
Space Force Missouri. I think it's Missouri. Yeah, Missouri.
What they were looking at St. Louis
They're
as a
looking
place
at
to put
yeah, because
Yeah, I had seen something about that. Now,
okay, so
granted,
I think I
I
found
didn't.
it. So I think I found it. So
Saved by the
here
Bell.
we go. Yeah, that's right. So shout out to Tyler Koala, my good friend who has the Journey to Truth podcast. Which, if you haven't
Now-
seen it, check out Journey to Truth podcast.
Awesome
They're
show.
Awesome.
Definitely subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you're here. We got 3 thumbs down. We need some love. If
Well, we
you're
got
in
a
here,
whole
hit
3?
the thumbs up.
Wow.
Yeah, already. I
The
know.
hate
It
is
must have been
strong
mine.
today. Yeah.
Right.
So St. Louis is in the running for Space Force headquarters, you know, and this is the home base of,
Where else? Do we know?
one of the spaciest people that I know, Tyler Koala, who I know, if could reverse time, he would want to be in the Space Force.
Well, when we get
some
time
he's
crystals.
just as into it as me and, you know, everybody else. And I just wanted to say that I really hope that St. Louis becomes the headquarters for the Space Force, just so Space Force headquarters is right by two of the spaciest dudes that I know. Just so Tyler has a shot, you know? Just so Tyler
Official
has a shot.
space cadets.
So General Raymond, if you're listening, just saying, my vote is Missouri.
Right.
You know, and you know why. I'm being very open about it. So
Watch it end up in Austin.
right.
Wouldn't that be something? Definitely going to Trump Landing then.
Right next to Elon's truck kinetic motor factory.
Right.
Yeah.
Kinetic generation factory.
Yeah. So
Let me see.
love you, Tyler. And
Oh, I see they're looking at Colorado Springs too. Which
right,
is
like
interesting.
there's not enough weirdness there.
Right. I was just gonna say that. I was literally just gonna say that.
Yeah, that place is
Right.
weird.
I
Place
don't
is
see.
super weird. Colorado's full of weirdness.
Alabama's Redstone Arsenal, California's Vandenberg Air Force Base, Colorado's Peterson Air Force Base, Buckley Air Force Base, Cheyenne Mountain Air Force Station. Oh, what a surprise! And what was that? Shriver Air Force Base. Apparently?
Schriever. I
Schriever?
believe. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like we need anything else.
So,
there. That's great. St. Louis
yeah,
has my vote. That's
I think
good.
there was a couple tweets I saw from General Raymond that I wanted to cover, but I'm not really positive where they're at. So, let me look real quick. Where is space room? Nothing that's. Oh, I mean, this is. I don't think we did cover this. The Space Force units are already operating worldwide.
No, oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah. I said that earlier.
Yeah,
They've got global.
So I'm going to pull up this article if you want to go over it then. Space Force units are already operating worldwide, and experts expect more to pop up soon.
Well, like I mean, you know, I told you last week about the orbital platforms. They don't just want to put stuff up there. They want to send people up there to be able to deploy from space. But again, that's something else we should look at. The National Defense Authorization Act. They spend a lot of good money in there.
Tyler just said he had a Space Force recruiter call him.
Oh my God.
Well, they haven't called me.
Join? Right? Wait,
They're
call to
probably
get
mad
you
at
to
me.
join or call to ask you what the hell is going on here?
I used to tweet at them. I haven't been on there lately, but I tweeted them and constantly asked them about UFOs, and I think I drive them nuts. I think I ruined my chances of ever getting my Space Force position. That's okay.
No. You know what? UFOs aren't even off the table anymore, though. Like, they used to literally make fun of people for talking about that stuff. I mean, we've got level researchers.
No, but they're not ready to disclose this stuff, and I keep the pressure on.
Remember now.
Yeah.
Remember, it's 6 months, 180 days from the passage of the fiscal year 2021 IAA. They are required to release a lot of their findings. That's where we had that New York Times article come out that said that they found the ships. It wasn't Earth. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's because they're going to be forced to release some of their findings.
Right.
Within the next 6 months. We're going to be seeing more. We're going to be seeing more drops.
Tyler, what did you want me to go into about the Tom DeLonge, what do you call it?
Oh.
The
what do you think about that?
To the stars account, it's partial disclosure. It's
Luis
control.
Elizondo,
It's cabal
control.
disclosure. Of course it is.
Yeah, there you go.
100%.
All right.
You've met a lot of the people that are fighting for the alternative, which is all of it. And so of course that's what it is. Homeboy is a Mason, and the whole deal. If you track it all and watch it all and who these people are connected to, that's exactly what you're watching.
Well, awfully funny. You know, I mean, like Luis Elizondo is the guy that was in charge of the ATIP program.
Yep. For
the Pentagon.
That's right.
You know, and then they get the video. Like, I wonder where that came from. And then finally they admit to it. You know, this is next gen stuff. I mean, Space Force itself is requiring a whole new level of soldier. These guys all have to be digitally fluent. Like, period. That's a requirement.
Yeah.
I saw an article on it this week. You know, they have to have like minimum level of training as far as like computer skills and just tech skills to even join, which I would hope. I mean, we're talking about space.
Well, we discussed last week that a lot of it's intelligence, you know, a lot of Space Force. That's why we went over the capstone the first week, because it's not
Right.
it's not really what people think. It's about controlling the space domain and the data and the information. You know, it's largely a satellite
Absolutely.
thing. In time, as UFOs and the advanced technology gets disclosed.
Well, I don't think we're that far.
No, we're
I
not.
don't think we're that far
No,
from that.
we're absolutely
at
not.
all.
We're not that far. They've already came out and said they got spaceship that not made on Earth. So if it's not made on Earth, it's either made by the ETs, just like we talked about, or it's made somewhere off Earth. Now William Tompkins, who has passed on,
Excel in Word.
What?
Keystone.
But
Sorry.
William
Keystone
Tompkins,
said, "What do you have to know?"
William Tompkins designed spacecraft carriers for, I believe.
Oh, he was awesome.
For the Navy.
Yes.
So, spacecraft carriers. So.
Well, through the Navy
they could be building
allegedly.
Right.
He said they were built. Did he not?
Yeah.
Before. Yeah.
There's
not too long
spacecraft
ago.
carriers out there.
Yeah.
And I think I know somebody that
designs.
saw one of them. Maybe. Potentially.
Maybe.
What they saw sounded like that. But, you know, I don't know. For sure.
We should have pulled up that video. I mean, now we all know about the Astra.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that right? TR-3B Astra?
There's several different kinds, but yeah, that's one of them.
But that's what that video from Mr. MB333, shout out. Yeah, that's what that looked like.
Can we play his videos though without getting a
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to look into
maybe
that
a few
before we do it.
seconds. I had taken stills. We should have put them up there. That was pretty awesome footage.
Right.
We got to pull some footage for next week.
Yeah.
Right.
So for those of you that are new to this channel and are unaware, if you look in my videos, there is actually footage of a TR-3B that I taped a couple of years ago at Contact in the Desert, above a CE5 event. So that's like legit footage of those. So if you're curious to see what one of those craft looks like, there is that down there, and you know, I can tell you because I took the video that's what that is. So and what they were doing.
Joseph Yanni said, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Joseph Yanni said St. Louis aligns with the safest area to live once the supposed asteroid cloud reaches us. Look up Navy map.
Oh, what's going on with this asteroid
story?
story?
Man, look.
I saw this today, and I was like, really? Are we? They thought exactly what Carly said. Are we skipping over the alien invasion and going straight to the asteroid? And they actually said in the article something about the election. It's going to hit before the election, or
in September. They predicted what? September 20th? Is that right? Guys, I don't know if you saw it. I saw it this week too. And this has actually been a thing for a minute. Like, there are some fairly large ones. I think the one that they're talking about this week is like 100 foot, which isn't completely huge, but I mean, you figure
it's for sure going to hit.
The energy that it would expand, I think so. It's coming extremely close. I don't think that they would tell us there's anything for sure.
They have tech out there that can deal with that stuff. It may be off the record, but they have tech out there that can deal with that stuff.
Vote Biden or asteroid, right?
Okay, so Mr. Fox says, whoa, hold on, I lost it. Okay, first Lotus says, nice, I saw one TR-3B in Arizona in wee hours over the interstate back in 2001, but got no footage. Busy driving. Yeah, it's very rare to get footage. So I feel very fortunate that I was able to get that, because I didn't even know I was taping it. It literally just, I was taping another ship, like an ET ship, and when I played it back, I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Was it monitoring, do you think?
Oh, those were monitoring the event, of course.
That's what I mean.
They were watching what was going on. Yeah.
September 1st at 10:49 a.m. Eastern Standard also, Joseph Yanni said. And I thought Tyler said something about the day before the election.
Oh, Keystone says better the asteroid than Biden.
Yeah, right.
I'll have to agree with that.
Biden or an asteroid.
Thank you for the time, Yanni. I appreciate that. There was another comment I saw here I wanted to address, but I think I lost it. So I think I lost it. Tyler says they predict the DAT before the election. Oh, they predict it before the election.
Yeah, the
Don't
day before
get
the election,
Elise.
I
Don't
think.
go out and vote. You could get hit by an asteroid.
Right, that'll be the
I think
next
that's
thing.
the overall theme. Is it?
I mean, is there anything we haven't heard this year? I don't think so. I
Crazy.
think we've pretty much covered
Totally crazy.
the end times.
I mean, I don't know what happened to the booms and the all the weird sounds though. It's kind of weird those went away, or either that, or we just are not hearing about them. So, I don't think we can play clips from Mr. MR3. I can't. Why does his name have so many? I know mine is Alara of Sirius. It's a little complicated. I get that, but MR3BBB, like I just don't. I can't follow it.
MB333.
It's Mr. MB.
Mr. MB333.
Sharknado.
Sharknado. We had Firenado the other day.
Do you know why?
Literally Firenado.
Do you know why that's his name? I don't know. Do you know why?
No, I have not a freaking clue.
Interesting, because it's very
mystery
long.
boom still being reported. Rob Fenoy says.
Really?
Well, they haven't completed construction yet. Maybe we're good until they're done. Then
I don't know.
That'd be my guess.
It's getting crazy out there. I still don't have my Space Force shirt. There's some kind of mail conspiracy going on.
There is apparently. Listen. I was all for, messing with the post office until my Amazon deliveries started getting messed up. Then I felt some kind of way.
Yeah.
Just gotta be honest.
I'm gonna be really excited when my shirts finally get here, because
Oh,
I love you, Edge of Wonder, but I need some Space Force shirts. So
Space Force.
It's only appropriate.
Space Command leadership has officially changed hands, apparently.
Oh, we missed an article.
Yeah, now.
No, I think that was one of the tweets that I saw that I couldn't find just now. I think that was probably one of them. So.
Yeah, well, there's not. This is just, hold on, DOD News. Yeah. Space Command. Well, it's talking about General Raymond Take. We knew that, though. We knew that. Why is this? This isn't even new. All right. I take it back. They're just talking about General Raymond taking control of things.
There's not anything. Just General Raymond. I thought there was some news regarding General Raymond, and we have to address.
Yeah, well, this
if
says
there's any
it was
news
from
regarding
3
General
days
Raymond,
ago.
We have to address that.
Yeah, he's the man. You're the man, sir.
He is the man.
Right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I know we're a little bit eccentric and animated and whatever.
There is always a male conspiracy.
But our heart's in the right place.
It is.
We're your biggest fans.
It is.
Right.
We are.
Well, I don't know. Some of the biggest ones are in this chat too, clearly. So,
right.
Space Cadets.
Good group here, sir.
Yeah.
Good group.
That's right. So, this is it though. We're not doing the news the old way anymore. We're done. We're not doing it like that. Look, they had their chance. They completely, dropped the ball, turned into propaganda. So we get to do it the way we want to do it now. And if we
Well, if I have anything to do it, we're doing whatever we want to do anyway. That's just how I roll. I'm doing what I want.
Right. So
I don't take orders anymore.
I don't think I think this is a little more interesting than the Nightning News like it was done in the 80s, Dun, 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 that's
Michelle Obama is the man. That's right, Nathan.
Absolutely. You're right, Nathan. It's so good to see you, Nathan. It is so good to see you. Why does Keystone have cadets? Code Blue, I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about.
Wait, I don't know.
Russ Reed said we don't have enough males in this chat.
I was just going to say that to make a decent conspiracy.
I don't get the joke. I don't get it. Why do I not get it?
You said male conspiracy, M-A-I-L, and then somebody else said there's always a male conspiracy, M-A-L-E.
Yeah, I did. It went
and
over
he said
my
now
head.
he says we don't have enough males in the chat to have. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was funny. And Alara will too when she reads the comments in an hour.
Right. Sometimes I have to read the comments to get the jokes, because I'm paying
the comments are
attention to so many
great. We
things.
appreciate your comments.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't get the joke till I go back, and I don't always have a
Congress
chance to
agreed
go
to-
back. So
Oh,
sometimes
no.
the joke misses me. What? Did you find
What
it?
is this? No, but I see something here about Congress trying to tighten their purse strings on the Space Force already.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's
course.
terrible.
Of course.
Man.
Look, I
Can you
think we're
imagine-
gonna see.
God.
Look, I think we're gonna see big stuff after the election. Honestly, I think we're gonna see huge disclosures. They're in panic mode right now. This is the end for them. This is it. This is the end. Too many people are waking up. There's no stopping what's happening. It's just
Mars helicopter.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about that last week?
We talked about it last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Mars
Yeah.
helicopter's pretty cool. But you're right. People are waking up. Thank God, because I still want off this rock. But
thank you,
I
Laura
feel a
Lee.
little better
We
about it.
we appreciate it. We appreciate you guys. You know, this is our thing, Space Force. So yeah. Announcements. Okay. So for those that watch the show and are aware, so Living on a Prayer left Pink Patriot Hour, and so I kind of had to decide what to do from there, and it's been decided that that Kate Awakening and I will continue the show on her channel starting on September 2nd. She has to go out of town for some conferences, and we needed some time to regroup after that change. So the Pink Patriot Hour will continue, but it will continue on Kate's channel, and Kate and I will be hosting that show, and that'll start back September 2nd. Conspiracy Couch, we will be starting.
Conspiracy Couch.
Right, Conspiracy Couch. We'll be starting this week, right here on Foot N5D. I believe that's Thursdays at what times Eastern? Isn't it 10?
10.
Okay,
10.
the link was up, but we had to pull it down. So that'll be Thursdays, 10 p.m. Like she was saying earlier, we're going to have to start by doing it with Zoom,
Right.
like a lot of other shows do, but eventually we're going to get a dedicated phone line for it. So it'll be a lot more like in the feel and in the style of Art Bell.
And then you can stay anonymous too. You can call in and tell
Right.
us your crazy stories.
Correct.
We're going to dig into that. We
Right.
love it all.
Yeah. So then that's coming. This will be the first week that it's going to be starting is this Thursday. The link should be up tonight or tomorrow. And then right here every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, Space Force News Live. So that's all the stuff that's in the works. If you want to donate to help us out, you can donate to my Venmo link. I'm going to get a link up for, well, we need to discuss this, but for now, I think Foil's got a link we'll get up for her. That'll be
loyal to thefoil.com. And
Yeah.
then you can specify, if it's for Conspiracy Couch or if it's for Space Force News, you can specify where you want your money to go. If you're trying to fund, us running up on Wright-Patterson, you can specify that.
Specify that, correct. So because we're not, I'm still waiting to get monetized. Keystone Channel's in the same position I'm in. She's been waiting to get monetized for like 6-8 months, like me. We don't know if it'll ever happen. So we have to go ahead and figure out an alternative. And we're starting to figure it out. But for now, those two links are going to be where you can donate. And I'll post Foil's link up here too. That way you can specify what it's for and decide how you want to do it. At some point, we'll probably get like a Subscribe Star or a Patreon and figure out what kind of additional content we can post up for that. But we're still kind of trying to figure that out. So for now, your support is appreciated by just liking and subscribing. And like I said, if you want to donate, those links will be available in the description to do so. So yeah, anything else we need to cover?
I think we pretty much covered left, right, and center of center for sure. And
Right.
no, Russ, I'm not in Dayton, but trust me, I'm from around the way. I'm nowhere near there now, but yeah.
Yeah,
Thought
we
I'd throw that
appreciate you guys coming out and joining us tonight. And if there's anything that you really want to see us cover or bring to our attention, please follow us on Twitter.
Loyal to the Foil, at Foil
Yeah, feel
or,
free to send it. There's emails listed below that you can contact us with, and then there's also, we're both Twitter warriors, so that's a good way to find us.
all day, every day.
Yeah, thanks a lot for being here to all our space cadets. We love hanging out with you, and we really look forward to this, and we appreciate your support.
We do. We are the news in this dimension and the next.
You're supposed to say, "Stay loyal, my friends."
Stay loyal, my
I
friends.
can't
I'll take
say
your
that
line.
because I am
You
not.
can take my line.
But it doesn't
Stay
make
loyal,
sense
my friends.
because I'm just saying. So, you want to try that again?
Stay loyal, my friends.
And we are the news. This dimension and the next.
Peace out, space cadets.
Good night, space cadets.